Salute, YouTube family. Salute. Mel Knight Sports back in the building. So, it has finally come to fruition. It has finally, we are finally getting the fight that we've, as boxing fans, have been asking for years. We're talking, 5, maybe even longer than 5 years. Um, I know I've definitely been talking about it for at least 4 years. Waiting for this to happen, patiently waiting. You know, the news, the ups and downs with this fight, man. We've gone through so much with this fight, man. The arguments, the the just a bunch of drama, that has ensued with this fight, man. And we are now getting it, blaming, this and that, and blaming the suits, blaming the fighters. A lot of drama has gone into this fight, man. But the past is the past. We are getting this fight July 29th of 2023. July 29th. Um, this is the biggest fight in boxing. Hands down, no questions asked. This is the biggest fight in boxing. The best fighting the absolute best. Not no one-sided shit. Not no someone doesn't even belong in the same ring. None of that. This is the epitome of boxing, of what we love as boxing, what we know as boxing. This is the epitome of it. You know what I mean? So we are finally getting this fight. Um, this is humongous. You know, this is humongous. Um, Everyone should be talking about this fight. Everyone should be spreading it. You know, we this is such a treat. This is such a treat for the boxing fans, and I'm just so grateful we got it, man. It definitely is. It should have happened years ago. I say about a year, 2 years ago, would have been nicer, but nonetheless, we're here, man. But I definitely want to talk about, does this fight end in a knockout? Does this fight end in a knockout, man? Both these guys have the power to knock each other out. That's no surprise. That's no question about it, right? Um, but will it happen? Now, of course, as the competition goes higher and higher, the knockouts do dwindle, right? But Terence Crawford has risen to each occasion, especially in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? He's continued to knock out dudes in impressive fashion. He was the only man to ever stop Sean Porter. Yeah, some people said that Sean Porter wasn't Sean Porter. Sean Porter was Sean Porter, man. Sean Porter looked good in that fight. He may not have trained the way he was supposed to, according to a lot of people, but he looked good in that fight. Um, you know, you could argue he was up on the rounds. I probably would say Crawford was probably up by one, but nonetheless, Crawford was or Porter was great in that fight, man. And Bud just did what Bud does. He smoked fools, you know what I'm saying. And then we got the truth, you know what I'm saying. Errol Spence, the truth. No tune up Errol, right? You feel me? Errol goes in, gets the knockdown with Sean Porter, beats him in a very very seesaw fight. Then he gets into an accident. Um, Comes back 13 months later, fights Danny Garcia, one of the top dudes. Doesn't take no tune up. Then he goes out there and puts a beating on what's his name, Ugas, which I knew was gonna happen. Puts a beating on Ugas. Um, these guys, their resumes, they speak for themselves, man. Their body of work, they speak for themselves, man. But nonetheless, Errol, he has that, strong boxer, style. You know what I'm saying? He's fundamentally sound in each direction. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really lack anything, but he's not really great at one thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, he can box, he can brawl, he can he can be inside. Um, so we don't know how this fight is gonna go down because Terrence Crawford, he again he has knocked out every single opponent he's faced in the welterweight division. You know what I'm saying? He's he is just on a rampage. He's on an absolute rampage. So you know Terence Crawford has to definitely be careful of that inside fighting. I think as the fight goes on, it favors Errol Spence. Errol Spence is known to break you down, right? Errol Spence is known to, you know, do that body work, and essentially by those championship rounds, you're ready to give up, you're ready to go. Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, I think the difference where these guys differ, man, is the type of punches they're going to be throwing. Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, on one hand, is can fight from any stance, right? Now, everything I think the reason why he gets such knockouts like he has is because when he's throwing these punches, you don't see them. They always say it's the shot that you don't see is the one that hurts you the most, right? So I really if Terrence Crawford catches Spence with something he does not see, it could be night night, man, because we know Terrence Crawford is not going to give you no boxing lesson. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence might, Floyd will, but Terrence Crawford not going to give you no boxing lesson. He gonna hurt you. He gonna hurt you. You know, Errol Spence, on the other hand, is going to punish you. He's going to break you down, systematically, round by round, right? So I think it favors Terrence Crawford to for him to try to get I won't I won't say he needs to try to get Errol out of there, but the longer the fight goes, the more it's going to favor Errol, and because of the style of Errol, he's going to look better as well. Um, I feel like he's going to look better on the scorecards. He'll probably be doing more. He'll probably have more of an output. Um, but I think once round four comes, you're gonna see Bud start putting on the gas, putting his foot on the gas, and really starting to dig, and really starting to catch Errol. I think that's what's gonna happen. Um, you know, if my prediction, I think Bud stops Errol. I think Bud can do it. I think Errol can do it as well, though. I think Errol can do it. I don't think Errol is gonna. Man, it's such a close fight, man. Because Errol, he does have that one punch. He's not really known for it, but he does have the one punch power. But again, he's more so he wears you down, right? But on the other hand, he's gonna be hitting you with something crazy angle, and boom, what I'm saying, you're on the floor or you're dazed, and after that, we already know how Bud is, man. He's one of the best finishers in the game right now. You know what I'm saying? So if Bud catches Errol good, it could be the first time Errol Spence gets stopped, man. But again, we could say the other side as well, man. I mean, Errol Spence could do it, but you know, my main question for y'all is: does this fight go to decision, man, or does someone get knocked out? The O's got to go. The O's got to go. You know, I'm just looking forward to this fight, man. I'm really excited. I want to know your guys' opinion, man. Who wins? How do they win? You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a fight for the decade, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be always talking about this fight, man. So let me know what you guys think, man. I'm just excited the fight's happened. I'm not really. I think Terrence Crawford will win, but I'm not really rooting for anyone specifically. I love both these guys as fighters, and I'm a fan of the sport. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of the sport first before anything, right? So let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe for more content. Hit that bell icon to get more notifications when I post. Mel Knight Sports. Peace.